Good morning, dear students. Today, let us study the process of fertilization and also the implantation. In the previous slides, we have studied regarding the gametogenesis. You have the knowledge of how the sperms have been released from the seminiferous tubules and how the ovum is released from the ovary. Now, you also studied that what happens to the unfertilized egg leading to the menstrual cycle. Suppose if its egg gets fertilized, what happens next? We shall study. What happens is that we can study in the fertilization process. Suppose the released egg gets fertilized, then what are the events that are going to occur when it gets fertilized? Okay, here what is fertilization? First let us study. It is nothing but the fusion of the haploid sperm and the ovum. Haploid means single set of chromosomes will be there. Haploid sperms and the ovum to form a diploid zygote. When it occurs? When occurs at the during copulation or the coitus or intercourse. When there is a sexual intercourse, then the semen is released by the male genital organ, that is the penis, into the female genital organ called as the vagina. Then insemination occurs. Okay, this process, then semen is released, and this process we call it as the insemination. Understood? During copulation or the coitus, semen is released by the penis into the vagina. This is called as insemination. Then what happens actually? The motile sperms. You have already studied the structure of the sperms. The motile means that the sperm will be having a long tail with a triangular head, neck, middle piece. Okay, which swims rapidly. Okay, which swims rapidly, pass through the cervix, enter into the uterus, and finally reaches to the ampulla and the isthmic junction. You know that you have studied the structure of the fallopian tube. It will be having the three structures: isthmus, ampulla, and the infundibulum. Understood? Here you have to note down one thing. The fertilization occurs only at the isthmus and the ampulla junction. Understood? It will not occur in anywhere part of the fallopian tube. It occurs only in the isthmus and the ampulla junction. So it is also called AI junction of the fallopian tube or the oviduct. Next, then the sperms they enter and they will get fertilized the egg there, where in the ampulla isthmic junction. And if the ovum and the sperms are transported simultaneously to the isthmic and the ampullary junction. Okay, this process of fusion of sperm with an ovum is called as the fertilization. Next, see here, this is the egg or the ovum after ovulation. Here sperm contacts with the zona pellucida. Before going to that, you have little study regarding the structure of the egg. Here, how is the egg? Here the egg is round in shape. Surrounded by a certain protective membranes. Such as egg membranes, the previtelline space, and the zona pellucida. The previtelline space of the ovum, okay, which surrounds the few of the sperms. Understood? Whenever the sperm means where it is occurring? In the ampullary and the isthmic junction. Remember, at the junction of the fallopian tube, where the ampullary and the isthmic junction, the sperm comes. This is what you can see here. These are the sperms. When they come in contact with the zona pellucida of the ovum, it induces a changes. Okay, it is membrane. Can you see here? Egg membranes are very tough. Okay, the acrosome, we studied that it contains certain lytic enzymes. So it neatly, what happens? It dissolves the egg membranes and sperm entry takes place. Okay, sperm whenever contacts with the zona pellucida of the ovum, it induces a certain changes in the membrane and it blocks the other sperm entry. Okay, these cells, what you see is one red color or orange color cells, these are called as corona radiata cells. They block the other sperm entry. Acrosome of the sperm secretes the lytic enzymes, helps in the penetration of the ovum through the cytoplasm. Okay. And what happens here, which was incompletely division occurred in the oogenesis, now it completes. It undergo the meiotic division of the secondary oocyte after the sperm enter into the plasma membrane of the ovum. Then the secondary meiotic division of the polar body ovum or the ootid occurs, and the nucleus of the ovum and the sperm gets fused. The nucleus of the ovum and the sperm, sperm and the ovum, sperm nucleus which is situated in the head, and the ovum nucleus which is here, they get fused together to form a zygote. Now it is diploid in nature. Okay, at this stage only the sex of the baby is decided. Suppose you know that male will be carrying the X chromosome and the Y chromosome. Suppose the egg is fertilized by the X chromosome of the sperm, then it becomes the female. Suppose the sperm carrying the Y chromosome, then it gets fertilized with the egg, it becomes the male. It becomes the male. Understood? Here the sex of the baby is decided at this stage. See, this is the fusion of the sperm and the ovum. It is a real slide here actually. How the sperm entry takes place. It is not needed actually, but you have to, if you see, you can understand better. See, this is the sperm nucleus, the acrosome, the reaction, acrosomal reaction takes place and sperm entry enters. Okay, it releases its nucleus and fuses with the nucleus of the egg and becomes the diploid zygote. Okay, how does the fertilization process and continuation after fertilization, what happens? Fertilization and the passage of growing embryo through the fallopian tube. Through the fallopian tube, how it starts? Okay, we shall read it under the heading called as the implantation. Here, implantation is nothing but the attachment of the blastocyst to the endometrium wall of the uterus. We call it as the implantation. See here, what happened here? The ovary, it released an egg. It is carried by the infundibulum, which is the part of the oviduct. Okay, it travels here and it waits here for 48 hours at the ampulla and the isthmic junction, means here. Okay, at the same time there is the entry of the sperms and it undergoes fertilization here. It undergoes fertilization. After fertilization, it becomes the zygote. It becomes the zygote, and that zygote, it divides, starts cleavage, means it starts dividing the cell into the 1 cell into the 2 cell stage, 4 cell stage, 8 cell stage and the 16 cell stage. Okay, then it forms a ball of blastomeres, what we call it as morula. And this ball of blastomere stage or next stage is the blastula. This is the attachment stage to the endometrium lining of the uterus. So that the attachment of the blastocyst to the endometrium lining of the uterus, we call it as the implantation. Understood? The zygote starts moving after fertilization. The zygote starts moving through the isthmus of the oviduct and towards the uterus, during where the zygote undergoes a series of mitotic division called as cleavage. What we call all division as the cleavage, to form 2, 4, 8, 16 and the daughter cells called as the blastomeres. The embryo with this 8 or the 16 cells, we call it as the morula. The morula continues divide and transforms into a blastocyst. As it moves further into the uterus, what happens here? The blastomeres in the blastocyst are arranged in an outer layer called as the trophoblast, and the inner group cells of the trophoblast are called as the innermost cells. Here you see in the blastocyst, means it is one of the embryonic stage, we call it as the blastocyst, which comes after cleavage, morula and the blastula. Blastula is the attachment site. It is made up of the ball of blastomere cells. The outer laying of the blastula, we call it as the trophoblast. Okay, and the inner cells, we call it as the innermost cells. The trophoblast, the outer layer of the blastula, what they undergo? They gets attached to the endometrium lining of the uterus. See here, a small line is going here. It attached to the endometrium lining of the uterus, and inner cells, they divide rapidly means here inside the inner cells they divide rapidly and cover the blastocysts, means as if engulfs. As a result, the blastocyst becomes embedded. Blastocysts become embedded in the endometrium of the uterus. Okay, this process is called as implantation. This process is called as the implantation. Understood? It is nothing but the attachment of the blastula to the or the blastocyst to the endometrium lining of the uterus. Endometrium wall of the uterus is called as the implantation. This implantation will lead to the pregnancy. It will lead to the pregnancy. Understood? Usually the implantation takes place on the 7th day of fertilization. Implantation takes place usually the 7th day of the fertilization. This is the process of the fertilization and the implantation. In the next video we shall study regarding the pregnancy, how pregnancy is supported. Okay, thank you.